Today's progress, I'm losing count. I'm hot and burning up. Was able to get the dash pad out. We got the steering column out. We got the steering wheel off and the airbag out. So, if you join the live, you can see we worked on that about an hour today. Kind of tore up the steering column getting it apart. I think it broke the knuckle inside of the column. But, you know, I haven't had to tap on one that hard in a long time. So, I don't know. Got to get our parts picked up and got to put all this back in here. It's a mess. And the waspers ain't letting up. And man, it is wicked hot out here. But there's another day of progress. I know taking it apart's the easy part. I mean, you take it apart really fast if you want to cut stuff, but we're going to use all this as a donor. This is our donor vehicle, and it will be going on our truck. People say it's show truck. No show truck. No show truck at all. We're just going to pull that motor out. It's a 2.8 Colorado motor, and this is a 2.2 Ecotech. And I found a guy that says he can make an adapter that will bolt that motor to this transmission and an adapter to bolt the flex plate to the torque converter. So he says. And, you know, they do a lot of that kind of stuff. But this truck, it's no show truck. Got a little ding in the bumper. I got another hood to paint this hood and put another hood on it. It's pretty clean. I mean, it's a pretty nice truck. It's got 18-inch Colorado wheels on it. I like to put a set of 20-inch Camaro wheels with an adapter. Get two sets of front wheels, and put some 20s. Crew cab. I'm pulling this whole wiring harness off of this car. Everything, okay? And brakes and all. That way we can get rid of this drive-by wire, and we've got a cable, and that way I can use the heat and air controls and everything, and hopefully just, you know, make a new line with an adapter. And the majority of it's going to be, if we can get this out of here, I'm going to drill this whole firewall out of this donor and put it over there in this Colorado. That is what we're going to try to do. So, another day of progress. We get this one apart and get all the heater controls off, and then we can drill out the firewall, and then we'll get the other, we'll get the truck apart and see what's what with making it fit. I've done it on a couple F-150s and a Ford Ranger. We used to take them Ford Rangers, take them all apart, put them all back together, no big deal. It's pretty much the same thing. Now, you could do this with like a full-size truck too, like if you wanted like the 5 whatever. You could take and pull all this mess off of one and put it on like a S10 or something. Use the whole wiring harness. You know, you could even use the transmission and then just get a drive line made. It would work. I might do one eventually. We start doing some swaps or something. That way you got all your parts. You just have to get a set of I like manifolds. You might have to cut the frame out to get the exhaust out of it, but it would have to keep from doing all that stuff with the deleting the VATs and all that off the security on the computer. I mean, you're better off just put a aftermarket wiring harness. But you know, in reality, if you want it to be nice, you're like $5 grand with an aftermarket wiring harness, including sensors and all that. I'm cheap, I'm poor, so we're just going to do a little bit at a time. We're really going to get rocking on it once we get the firewall in it. Those parts are going to take a while. So we're going to start getting ready to unbolt it here and here, and then if we have to, we'll drill this whole plate out, cut it, whatever we got to do to get it stabbed in there for the firewall. I measured this out. It's about the same width. So imagine that in the cab of the Colorado, and then we'll put the dash pad on, steering column, hook it all up. Now, might have to fabric cobble something on the steering column. We'll have to splice in the headlights, taillights. But other than that, you know, it'll have all those places for the factory plugs and the brakes, and all the wires some wires might have to be extended. You know, I've got butt connectors and I got whatever to make that happen. But you just do one wire at a time if you got to make it longer, you know. from what I measured out, it'll fit. But that's today's progress. We're going to try to make it heat, air conditioning, airbags, power brakes, just like it's got with that firewall.